Hello and welcome to another installment of, I don't know, this is like a little motivational blog that I'm making. I'm actually going to give me a green screen. I'm going to change it up a little bit. We're going to get some categories and subjects. This is going to be a great channel moving forward. But we're in the very early stages, so at least for the next month or two, it's just going to be me right here talking in front of the camera. However, with that being said, today what I want to talk about is limitations, right? And give me a 111 if you're on Zoom with me right now. Give me a 111 in the chat if you've ever had somebody to tell you that you couldn't do something or they doubted you, right? You said you wanted to be a millionaire. You said you was going to get something done and you had a friend or a family member or just somebody you knew that really doubted that you could get that done, right? But I want to encourage you not to let other people put their limitations on you. Like just because they believe that they can't do something, don't believe them. Well, the person that you need to believe is the person that already done it. Like those are the people that you need to surround yourself with. Those are the people that you need to reach out to. And because of the power of the internet, no matter what your goal is, especially in my industry, the forex industry, there's people that you can reach out to for help, including our community right here at Gobi Trade House. But one thing about life, and also in forex, also in building your business, is there's always two sides, and you have a choice to decide which side you want to look at things from. It's all about perspective. So, for example, a five-letter word is lying, right? But also a five-letter word is truth. They're opposites, right? Um, I think six, seven-letter word. I can't even get my mind right. Friends, that's a seven-letter word. Enemies is a seven-letter word. So what I'm trying to say is there's two sides to everything, right? When you take a trade and you win a trade, right? There's also another side when you lose a trade, right? When I go market my business and I let somebody watch my presentation, some people gonna sign up. That's a yes. Some people are not gonna sign up. That's a no. So everything in life, there's a positive and a negative. So what you need to do is focus your energy on the positive, right? You need to focus your energy on the positive. And the best example of that is when you lose a forex trade, for example. If I take a trade and I lose it, right? Well, guess what? It's two things that I know. Let's just say I take a trade. Let's say I got $1,000 in my account. And let's just say I get in Bitcoin. And let's just say within 10 minutes I lose $500, right? Now, that could be a negative, but I'm going to tell you why that's positive. The first thing is that means if I hit sell and I lost 510 minutes, that means with the right analysis, I could have easily hit buy and made 500 that fast. So that gives me something positive to look forward towards the future, right? Also, because we don't take losses, we take learns, right? Meaning you learn something from your loss. Like I always say, go investigate why you lost that trade. When we get on Coffee with Gobi and we analyze these trades, find out why you won the trade, but also find out why you could potentially have lost the trade. So therefore, you can learn from it. So the next time you see that situation in the market, you can benefit from it. Like that one loss might help you win the next 10 or 20 trades, but you have to go through it to get to it, right? Also, don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid to make a U-turn on your life. Sometimes you've been going in the same direction so hard that it's hard to just say, hey, like I'll give you an example. I'm trying to see how can I say this. Let's just say you're someone who wanted to be, I don't know, a CEO at some company, right? And say that company maybe pays $200,000 a year. And let's just say in order to get that job, you had to go 8 years to college. You had to do an internship, you know what I'm saying? And you 32 and you just now get in a position where in the next 8 years, you could be the CEO of that company. Now you've been working on this your whole life, right? And then you meet somebody and they show you that, hey, that 200,000 that you're trying to make per year, working on a salary, probably working anywhere between 8 to 16 hours per day on call, not getting paid for overtime on salary, those type of things. Instead of you doing that, they have a way of freedom where you can actually be at home trading Forex, building a residual income that's going to pay you over and over, where you can actually earn 3, 4, 5 times, maybe even 10 times more than you're earning now. But sometimes people reject it. Sometimes people reject stuff like that because they put in so much work and they don't want to take that U-turn. But sometimes it's not about taking a U-turn. It's about continuing on the path that you have. In other words, if you got a job job, nobody is saying quit your job or quit the path that you on right now, because nothing is guaranteed in this world. Stay on that path. But when somebody introduces you to an amazing opportunity like this, you got to start learning that Forex. You got to start learning how to market and build your business, because this can eventually free you to the point where you don't need that, to the point where instead of you being the CEO of the company, you can be the person that's hiring the CEO. You can, if you're that passionate about that business, let's get that Forex account up and you can buy your own business, whatever it is. So that's the mindset, because sometimes not only do we let other people limitations come up on us, sometimes we have our own low expectations and we don't even know it. I'm going to tell you how they indoctrinate us from day one. When you in school and they have career day and they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? A lot of these things that they make popular, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. All of these things are career fields that's going to keep you working for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. A lot of these are career fields that's going to cost you a lot of money to go to college, which means they're making their money up front. You get your money on the back end if you get a job, if you keep that job, if you get the job you was looking for. You know what I'm saying? If you don't even change your mind in the middle of it. So I hear Les Brown say this a lot in his videos. A lot of people aim too low and they hit. Like, if you aim too low and you hit, don't worry. There's still more life to live. Let's go ahead and aim higher. I want to challenge you to look at the most successful person in your family tree. Find out who they are. Do some research. Who is the most successful person? And I bet you more than likely right here in 2021, you have more opportunities, more resources, and there is no excuse why you can't double, triple, quadruple what they brought into this world and make your family a better place. Most of us will be our first millionaires in our family. Give me a 777 in the chat right now if you would be the first millionaire in your family right now, if you have that opportunity right now in the market, right now building your business. But what we have to do, y'all, is this. And I'm not talking necessarily to you guys on this call, because you guys are different. The fact that you're here right now says a lot about you. But a lot of the world, I hear this a lot of time. As a matter of fact, not to keep y'all in the chat active, but give me some 111s if you ever heard somebody say, my blessing coming now. I feel like my time is coming. I just feel like something about to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get my blessing, right? It's my time, right? It's about to be my time. And if that person, because one thing anybody will tell you, I can tell if you're about to be successful, just show me your schedule. Show me what you're doing every day. And sometimes you'll hear people say stuff like that, but their schedule don't match this blessing that they think they about to get. Like, what time you think coming? The only time that's going to come is the rent man going to say time is up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it together ASAP. Like, nobody is going to do anything for you. Like, don't get me wrong. I do believe in doing your best and let God take care of the rest. That's my motto. That's the motto that I've always lived by. But listen to what I said. You got to do your job first. Like, no blessings are going to come just from sitting here. You actually got to go out there and put the work and let the chips fall where they lay and have enough faith that God got your back if that's what you believe in. Or you believe in a higher power, or maybe you're an atheist, whatever you are. The thing is, all you can do your best, and then the energy, like the world, it's funny how the world works. Like, when you believe in something and you go for it full head and you don't hesitate and you don't second guess yourself, it always works out. It always works out, because in order for you to believe in something, you have to really set it in your mind that it's realistic. You have to calculate it. So once you know that it's realistic, whether it's because you seen somebody else be successful, or you just did a calculation and you say, look, if I do X, Y, and Z, then this will happen. Then when you believe, you achieve it. But when you say you can't, then guess what? You absolutely ain't. So just remember, like, even if you have stuff in the past where you fail in certain areas, like, your past has nothing to do with your present, and it damn sure don't have anything to do with your future. Like, don't put a period at the end of anything. Put a comma and keep moving forward. Like, it's not a life sentence. So if you failed in a certain area, then blew accounts in the past in your Forex account, just get better. Just keep getting on that bike. Because guess what? When you was a little toddler and you was like 1 year old, what if you would have stopped trying to walk? You'll be a grown adult crawling right now. You would look silly as heck, right? You would look real crazy, right? If you was at 1 year old saying, oh, I fell a couple times, so I'm just gonna crawl for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? What if you would have been riding that bike, you know what I'm saying, or driving that car, and the first time that you, like, I'll tell you a story. The first time I got in the car, right, I was in driver's ed. Funny story. And we were parked by the Mississippi River here in Memphis, Tennessee. And what I did was, when I put the car in gear, I put it in reverse. And I hit the gas. And I literally almost threw us into the river. Like literally, like I couldn't even stop it because I was such in a panic. I had never drove before, so I couldn't even hit the brake, man. That dude got so mad, he kicked me out and he failed me, of course, you know. And I had to come back like some months later to go back and take the test. But my point is, what if I would have gave up? Then I just not gonna know how to drive, right? So things are gonna happen when you're trying to learn things, but just be willing to learn so you can earn. Another key part to your success is to get away from people that are negative about your goals and get around people that believe that are trying to achieve the same goals that you are. That's why you're a part of this community if you're in Go Be Trade House. If you're on the outside and you're seeing this video, you need to get on the inside because we are who you're looking for. You want to get around a group of traders if you want to be a Forex trader where y'all can learn together, where y'all can earn together, where y'all can share ideas together. When one person in the group get a breakthrough, a lot of times we all get a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? Like we all get to learn together. But the key is to stay plugged in and to finish the race. Like people always say they want respect out here, but you don't get respect from talking about doing stuff. You get respect when you finish and do what you said you was going to do. So that's why I'm a strong advocate of telling people once and try to, if I'm trying to take them along for the ride, but then if they don't go for the ride, then I'm not telling them nothing else. They'll just see me at the top. They'll see me shining. Then they'll ask me, can they start back over where I started and try to get where I'm at? They should have came along for the ride. That's on them. So I want to close this out with three tips. The first thing is, don't close doors on yourself. Like a lot of times we look and we'll say, hey, if I go through door number one, I'm going to get rejection. I'm going to lose this trade. I'm not going to make the money. I'm not going to be able to run the bag up. So you don't even try to complete the whole challenge. You don't even try to set up the auto buy. You don't even try to really tune in and really get engaged on the live sessions. You don't really even go and learn and lunch and learn or go and learn the education because you fear that, hey, things are not going to go your way, which goes into my second point. Don't look at the fear side of things. Look at the faith side of things. Look at the fact that other people have done these things and been successful, and that you can go out here and be successful as well. And lastly, like I always say, make a commitment. Make a commitment to yourself. Make out a real strategic plan on what you're going to be doing your 24 hours. Like, plan it out. And be purposeful. Know what your goals are. Know how much money you want to make. When you want to make it. How long it's going to take. Have a plan B, C, and D. And when I say plan B, C, and D, that don't mean like 3 different plans. What that means is, hey, if I said I'm going to get this in 6 months, well, if I can't get it in 6, this is what I got to do to get it in 9. If I can't get it in 9, this is what I got to do to get it in 12. No matter how long, we all run into our own pace, but you got to keep a commitment to your commitments. Just like this video, I'll be honest with you, I did not feel like making this video this morning, but I said I was going to make a commitment to my commitments because I understand if I keep doing these one little 10, 15, 20-minute videos every single day, or at least 3, 4, 5 times a week, then the compounding effect on this, on my life, on my business, on my future grandsons, on my own son's life, where they can come back and listen to these videos. I know these videos will be able to be here forever, and it's like an imprint because even when I'm not around no more, people will be able to listen to these videos and still be impacted. And on top of that, know, it's good for my business. You know what I'm saying? People get into these videos, next thing you know, they want to see what I'm doing, and then boom, they'll want to join. So with that being said, if one of my team members happen to share this video with you, make sure you contact them so they can get credit for you joining. Make sure they get you the information about Gobi Trade House and our Forex business, and also our opportunity to earn residual income. And I want to say, go be great. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel. Like it.